Today, we're going to be talking about the history of starseeds. So, if you have ever wondered what is going on with this starseed phenomena that we are seeing so much about in the spiritual community, where do starseeds come from? What is the purpose? Why are they here on Earth right now? That's what we're talking about in today's video. We're going to take a look at the history of the starseed. Hey, y'all, I'm Peyton with Peyton Energetics. And as you know, the term starseed has kind of exploded in popularity over the past couple of years. And more people are going through their awakening experience and finding their way as light workers and starseeds in the world. And so that has led to a lot of discussion about what is a starseed? What are they doing on Earth right now? How many are there? Where do they come from? There's just a lot to chat about when we talk about the whole concept of the starseed. So today we're going to dive into looking a little bit at the history of the starseed. So to kick us off, what are we talking about when we talk about a starseed? A starseed is a little different from a light worker. These are two groups that are talked a lot about in the spiritual community, and the terms don't mean exactly the same thing. So if you're not sure what the difference is between a light worker and a starseed, I have a video that I will link down below that explains all the differences between these two core groups. So when we talk about starseeds, what we're talking about is someone who is incarnated on Earth right now, walking around as a human, but whose soul originates from another star system. So when we are talking about a starseed, we are talking about someone who has incarnated here on Earth, but who doesn't come from here. They tend to come from, according to the guides, one of 6 or 7 star systems that works most closely with us here on Earth. So when you hear people talking about starseeds or starseed races, a lot of times what we are talking about is these 6 or 7 star systems that are really most tightly connected with Earth. So a lot of times you will hear discussion of the Pleiadians, the Sirians, the Arcturians, the Andromedans, the Orions, and the Lyrans. But of course, the list goes on from there. There are countless starseed races, just as there are countless ET races, and many of them are sending starseeds to Earth right now. So a starseed then is a soul that has come from a very highly evolved civilization. So starseeds are generally coming from star civilizations that are very far ahead of Earth from an evolutionary perspective. So some of these star systems have even incarnated out of the need to be in physical form. So a starseed has a soul coming from one of these highly advanced civilizations and brings that high vibrational soul energy to planet Earth by being born here in a physical body. So starseeds are here with one main objective. So the goal of the starseed is to raise the vibration of the planet to help Earth through the ascension process. So that is the main kind of overarching mission of all starseeds. But starseeds come to Earth with much smaller sub-missions. So one of the most important things you will notice about starseeds is they know they're here to do something specific. And this is something that drives so many starseeds crazy. They know that they're here to do something specific, but they don't know what it is. So that is one of the signs of a starseed, is this sense of being here to do something important, but not remembering what you're here to do. So starseeds in general are here to anchor frequency, and they're here to raise the vibration of the entire planet, the entire collective, to help Earth move more smoothly through the ascension process. When did this whole starseed thing start? A lot of us didn't start hearing the term starseed until a couple years ago, maybe 3 or 4 years ago, when it really kind of blew up in popularity. But the guides tell us starseeds have been coming to Earth for decades. According to my guides, the starseeds first started coming to Earth in the 1940s. And what started the whole phenomena of starseeds coming here, the guides say it's when the detonation of the atomic bombs happened in the 1940s. Because what happened when this event occurred is it got the attention of the galactic community. Because when a species has reached the point of having nuclear capability, it has the ability with these weapons to tear through dimensions. So it no longer is just affecting the inhabitants of that planet. but it has the ability to jeopardize across dimensions throughout the entire universe. So that tends to get the attention of the galactic community, that the kids are playing with matches. So that is what kicked off the entire process of sending starseeds to Earth. They realized that with the low vibrational status that Earth was in the 40s, and of course has continued to be in, combined with the various dangerous weapons that we were playing with, that assistance was needed. So according to the guides, what happened was a call was sent out throughout the galaxy asking for volunteers to send representatives to Earth to incarnate there to start raising the vibration of the planet. Because of course we have been in thousands of years of darkness and separation on planet Earth, but we had gotten to a point where the galaxy decided help was needed. So according to the guides, starting in the 40s was when we first started to have the first starseeds coming to planet Earth. And again, they were coming here to raise the vibration, to start to seed higher vibrational knowledge on the planet. But in the 40s, according to the guides, only a smattering of starseeds were being sent here. But as this progressed over the next couple of decades, we started to see the number of starseeds really kick up in the late 70s and the early 80s. That's when it was really apparent that severe assistance was needed here on planet Earth with the coming ascension process that was starting to draw closer. So again, the galactic message was sent out asking for volunteers to send more starseeds. So as this message went out, various starseed races, especially those 5 or 6 or 7 that we talked about at the beginning, started to increase the number of starseeds that were being sent to Earth because it was just apparent that more help was needed. So we saw an uptick in the number of starseeds over the following decades. So starting in the 70s and 80s, and then it has increased exponentially since then. And so the guides say now that we are in the millions of starseeds that are here on planet Earth. Now, that of course does not mean that all starseeds have awoken, that they are aware that they are starseeds and that they are here on a mission. And according to the guides, 2012 was one of the big watershed years when we passed through the solstice in December of 2012, where there was a mass awakening of starseeds. Just so many starseeds came online or awakened very abruptly. It was like we were watered. And so many starseeds can trace their awakening back to 2012, either their awakening or when they started to really get serious about their soul mission, their soul purpose, and developing their spiritual path. So we have seen an increase in the number of starseeds since that point, and more are coming to planet Earth every day, and more that are already here are awakening to who they truly are. So what are starseeds doing here? Well, the starseeds that are here to hold a higher vibrational frequency and bring higher dimensional wisdom, knowledge, and healing tools and modalities to the planet. Because as a starseed incarnates into a human body, it brings its soul essence into planet Earth. So if you have a starseed who is from a very highly evolved galactic civilization, say Arcturus, and incarnates onto Earth, that starseed brings their soul energy, their wisdom, their knowledge, and their memories from being in the Arcturian system into the Earth plane and downloads that into the Earth grid. So what starseeds are here to do is bring the higher dimensional wisdom and knowledge from these galactic civilizations that are much farther advanced than we are and anchor it into the human collective. As they do that, they raise the vibration of the collective. So you can look at that as being the main job of the starseed. But as we mentioned earlier, starseeds have a number of smaller missions or more specific ways that they go about their mission. So with starseeds, we have some who are here to work on the grid system, to anchor the 5D system, to help dismantle the 3D system, and to just stabilize and secure the new grid. That's one of the things that many starseeds are here to do. Other starseeds are here just to anchor frequency. So these are starseeds whose job it is to keep their vibration as high as possible and share it with as many people as possible. We have other starseeds who are here as teachers and healers. We have starseeds who are here to transmute energy. And these guys work so hard and probably have one of the toughest starseed jobs out there. And the transmuters are those who take the pain and negativity of the collective, process that energy through their bodies, and turn it to love and light. So we have starseeds who are really just the Navy SEALs of the spiritual community, taking on the pain of all humanity and helping to transmute that, helping to shift that darkness, that polarity, that separation. We have other starseeds who are just here to be messengers, to bring through higher dimensional wisdom, messages, and teachings. And you'll see this with so many of the great channelers out there who are bringing in higher dimensional wisdom and knowledge. And you will also have starseeds who are here as manifestors, who are here not only to help us break down these outdated structures, but to break down the collective energetic templates that have kept humanity so stuck. And the manifestors not only help us break down our old collective beliefs of separation, lack, and limitation, but they're helping us as the visionaries to help envision what the new earth should be. And they're helping us actually find the technologies, the ideas, the concepts that let us live as a unified collective. So starseeds are here with such important jobs. And one of the hallmarks of the starseed is you're here on a job. So this is kind of why starseeds have come. They have come to help support the planet. And not all starseeds have awoken to the fact that this is their soul's job, but more are waking up every single day. So if you think you might be a starseed, check out my videos in my library below. I have so many videos to explain the different starseed races, the starseed missions, anything you need to know to help you figure out if you're a starseed, what you're here to do, and where your home star system might be. Because as you connect with your soul purpose, you start to really feel a sense of fulfillment in life. It's like you know what you're here to do. So anyway, I hope this helps you, and I'll see you soon. Bye.